Hi Pisces, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors, and darlings, I'm having to try out different headpieces because I was wearing over the ear huge great big things that had got a mouthpiece on it, and the sound was incredible, but it was really uncomfortable and hot to wear. So I've got my office set on to do your reading, so I'm hoping that the sound is a bit clearer than just using the integral mic, because for some unknown reason my beautiful mic that I've got doesn't always record the readings. Taurus, I had to redo their reading because half of it was silent and half of it had caught it. But yeah, it pick and chooses its ability to record. So I don't know whether it's the mic or whether the connection comes loose, which I'm going to have to watch with this. And there is a little blue light on there that I can watch because you have to put an adapter on it. So I can watch that from here, but I wasn't aware that that went off with the other mic, and I love my new mic. And obviously when we get the new space sorted out, which got put back because of my breaking my shoulder, but as soon as we've got the new space sorted out, and I've got what have I got, a studio to work from, the mic and all of that will be set up. So yeah, welcome Pisces, welcome Virgo. Are you dealing with a Pisces? Is that what it is? I don't know. If you are dealing with a Pisces, they're probably getting right up your nose at the moment. Lovelies, please keep in mind that Mercury goes into retrograde next week. So things that we don't particularly want to deal with will return to us and we'll need dealing with. Saturn is also in retrograde until the 15th of November. And that, my darlings, is you need to sort your relationships out. It doesn't matter what the relationships are. It doesn't have to be lovey-dovey relationships. It could be relationships with Joe Blogs down at the newsagents. It could be a relationship with your neighbour. It could be a relationship with your family. It could be a relationship at work. It doesn't matter. You just need to sort those relationships out. So, my darlings, it's already started flying. I haven't done your energy cards. I've like, oh, Virgo, I'm sorry. Let me get this laid out and then I will do your energy card. Oh, it's a bit hickledy-pickledy, isn't it? I'm not in... this is Mercury going into retrograde because we are in shadow of it beginning. So, yeah. And also at the end of the month, the 29th. So, tomorrow... the Lion's Gate opens. So if you haven't jumped onto the channel for a while, there is a Lion's Gate video that's gone up. The first 18 minutes is to give you an idea of what to do during the Lion's Gate, and then I have time stamped all the readings. They're not very long readings, they're just a couple of cards to give you an idea of what it is possibly that you could be manifesting, or what it is you could be releasing. So what can Virgo do about this situation? Thank you. Oh, I got a message with that one. I have to remember that. Oh, that was a bit daft, wasn't it? Right, I'm going to turn that one over and I'm putting these back, so there's just too many of them. Reconnecting to your true self of Virgo, please. It's a bit all over the place, this reading. Okay. So, yeah, so for the energy cards, I'm using the Star Seeds card by Rebecca Campbell for these readings, just because it's the Lion's Gate is opening up, and I thought it'd be a really nice deck for the energy for beginning of August. I'm not taking that many. And that's fun as well. I do hate it. Just in case anybody hasn't been on the channel before or they don't know anything about me, I do not do inverted cards. I don't like them. It's not necessary. You don't need to read upside down to get negative energy, because the negative energy will come out. And I'm using negative energy because it's a term that people kind of use. Energy is energy, whether it's good, bad or indifferent. But the energy will show itself with the cards that surround it. And because we are clarifying, the clarifiers usually take a different stand on a situation. So they'll either confirm or deny. So yes, it comes out then. So my lovelies, let's get an energy card for Virgo, please. For the beginning, not the beginning, for August, because this is the long reading, isn't it? It's not the top up reading. Thank you. So, cold. Wow. Virgo, cold. Look at this massive, great big door. All the hieroglyphs. There's a portal, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up, my darlings. Bit of a spiritual one. Do you know something? I think Capricorn and Taurus also had quite spiritual readings. And I think there's a reason for that, because you are earth signs. When anything changes, people turn to the earth for its energy, for its magic, for what it does in protecting us. And at the moment, there's a big shift looking back at the earth, at how we can personally take charge of our own health and happiness by revisiting the earth and what it has to offer us generally. So, what started your WTF for August, but particularly in the beginning, you have the High Priestess. He's a number 5. This is a transitional card where he is beckoning you into the standing stones to get you to be aware that tradition has its place. We can be full of modern technology. We can be full of modern medicine. We can be full of modern ideas. But traditional ideations, ideals, should have a place in everything that we do. And it's okay to think outside the box with your intuition, as in the High Priestess. But the High Priest is reminding you that it's okay to have books, to have recipes, to have information and knowledge passed down to yourselves. Transitional, so it may be that you've been thinking one way, perhaps you've been looking at doing something a little bit outside the box, and he has come in and said, please maintain some traditional elements around what it is that you are doing. 5 of chalices. There is something that has been spent. There is a chalice thrown onto the floor and discarded, and this beautiful creature is now pouring out her chalice because she feels it's futile to hold on to it. Now, when you put 2 5s together like this, you get a completion. They're both transitional, and it could be that you are transitioning through one emotion to another. So what do I mean by that? So if you have had a difficulty, and it has marked a significant amount of your energy with a new thought, a new feeling, a new way of doing things, it is a massive transition until you settle and understand that that's probably there to stay. It's also about, have people left your life? What does that feel like? What does it mean? Now, the one thing I'm going to say to you is don't pour your chalice out, because whatever it's filled with, your love, your joy, your happiness, your contentment, your manifestations, your affirmations, all of that stuff in that chalice belongs to you. And you should be able to hold on to that chalice, because the person that has discarded that other chalice may have well been empty, and they were expecting you to hand over your chalice to them, to support them. And instead of doing that, you've like thrown all the coins up in the air and you're no, they're not having it. I'm pouring it away. But it is transitional. So it is to bring you back to thinking it's okay for this to be traditional. And it's okay to hold on to what's mine, but let go of any ill will that is being sent to me by another person. So, facing your fears and taking your power back. Oh my God, you know what I said about the High Priestess? Wow. Okay, let's see where we go with this. The High Priestess has come in, facing your fears. So, has what it is you've been doing recently, you know, relying on your intuition, your intelligence and all of that, has that kind of left you feeling, hold on a minute, I don't know what the result's going to be? Whereas if you'd done it traditionally with the High Priest, you may have already seen results. That's not necessarily the case, but just know that the moon does illuminate things for us that are in distortion, truths and untruths, that sort of thing. So just know you're highly protected in both cards. You've got both cards out, and it may be that facing your fears, you are using a mixture of traditional methods with thinking outside the box. And it may go against the grain for you to think outside the box, and that's why it is you facing a fear. Now, another facing your fears is putting those fucking wands down. I have to say, Virgo, you have picked up a load of lame ducks. You are just carrying so many other people's issues and problems. And it is really time for you now, with this 10, to complete this and put those down and make your way to the standing stones, which you have got around both the priest and the priestess, because that's where you need to be, in a protected area, away from all the bollocks and bullshit, away from people loading you up with issues and problems. Put it all down, because what will happen is that will open up the 7 of chalices. Now, the 7 of chalices are your options, choices and blessings. And it can be any kind of emotion that you like. It's not just about being in love. It is about love of family. It's about love of job or career, or the lack of. But 7 of chalices, you can choose one chalice or you can nurture all of them. Bit of a warning with this particular card. Now, the 7s for me are your choices, options, choices and blessings, because you look at the options, you make your choice and it turns into your blessing. Those little fae folk that she's kind of listening to, they're gossiping. They're trying to make her make a decision that's going to benefit them and not benefit the person. So just be a little bit wary about taking advice from people who may be feathering their own cap. Taking your power back. I really love this. You so far have got 3 5s on the deck, because we're about to give you another one. The 10 of Athames. So this is your second 10. This is you, the 10 of Athames, having sorted out all your issues and problems. You've put an Athame in the ground to mark each and every one, and it's formed a circle of protection around you. And the reason that is because you now know how to deal and tackle with these issues and problems head on, and you feel really comfortable in that knowledge. Now, where there's a 10, obviously there has to be a new beginning. So with your wands, when you put those down and you accept the new beginning, it'll be a new beginnings around projects, plans and people. And with the Athames, when you put this down, it's new opportunities to draw energy down from the universe and cut out what is no longer serving you within your lifetime. And you certainly fucking mean that with the 5 of Athames. Now, there's this person here who is having their say about your choice. You're choosing one Athame and they're going, no, try this one. Proper salesman talk. And it may be that you go into a shop and, you know, you've got a particular washing machine in mind because you've seen it, you've seen how it works, you like it. And somebody else goes, oh no, love, look, this is on special offer, try this. At this point, I know, because you've dealt with all your issues and problems and this is yours to choose. It don't have to be a washing machine, could be a car, could be something on a menu. It could be any choice you like. You're going to tell this person where the fuck to go. In fact, you're going to tell this person to fuck off because I heard it clearly. Fuck off. I'm done. You are not going to dictate to me or even try to persuade me in your psychological explanation of why this is better. I don't want it. And that's what you're doing. And where it's going to lead you is nicely to the 6 of Chalices. This is my reminiscence and reunion card. So you may be thinking of meeting up with somebody to have a chinwag about things that have gone past. But you also will be having a chinwag about that, what it is that you are facing your fears about at the moment. But you will also be quite happy to tell this person, I told them to fuck off. Brilliant. So the 6 of Chalices is all about thinking about down memory lane. It's all about reunions with like-minded people that you really like. And it could go back as far as school. You could be bumping into somebody from school and then you just decide that nothing's changed. You still feel the same about each other and you decide to meet up and have a bit of a reunion. So whatever that means for you, facing your fears is going to be a bit difficult to start with because you've got a lot to let go of. But once you let go of it and you really mean it, it is going to make you feel a whole lot happier within yourself. Very nice. Very, very nice. There was a lot of cards there to get through. Manifestation, wish fulfillment, 4 of Wands, the celebration card. Now, this could be celebration personally between you and another person, or it could be a celebration of a business. And the reason I say that is twofold. This card can prescribe a marriage. Now, a marriage to me, yes, it's out there. It's the traditional 2 people fall in love, they go and get married, it's a marriage. But marriage is a big word, and marriage can also mean the marriage between 2 people in business. So yes, it could be a party, an engagement, a wedding, an anniversary, but the 4 of Wands comes into play even more so when you have both brought in a harvest, no matter what the harvest is. No matter what your product is, because you've got the end product there and you're just about to have a taste tester and have a bit of a celebration about it. So the 4 of Wands, in your manifestation, I kind of get that you are celebrating twofold. One, you are celebrating being able to release yourself from the binds that were holding you back. You're celebrating the fact that you've been able to let things go out of your life that really no longer serve you. But you're also going to be celebrating around a project or a plan that you have got, that you are setting forward. So this project, this plan that you are looking at is tangible. It is workable. You just need to get it out of manifestation and into reality. So Virgo, your movement, your journey. Darling, you got the 4, the horned god, another 4. Lovely. Find your voice. Don't be a wallflower. If you need to advocate for other people or for yourselves, you're really good at this. You do that really well. The Horn God is the advocate for everything in nature that doesn't have a voice. All of the underlings, look at those gorgeous creatures that he's protecting. And it may be that you are in protective mode, not just for yourself, but for others as well currently. With this 4, with the Horn God, it is a major arcana. This is going to be a big shake-up and could be more to do with your career than it is your home life. Two of the Thames now. The message that came through with this Two of the Thames is I'm done. I am not getting caught up in other people's bullshit and bollocks. This is my card for conflict. Either conflict with another person or an inner conflict. And you're like, no, not either. I'm not doing either. I am not doing either. I'm not getting in conflict with other people because it's just not worth my energy. It's not worth me having sleepless nights. It's not worth me getting myself upset and having to go and sit in the car and calm myself down. And it is not worth me getting this inner conflict going where I'm not sleeping of a night. You're done. You're done. You don't want it. You want to cut it out. And that's what they're saying that you need to do. But more to the point, I think you have got to this point where you have just decided, I'm done. I'm done with this conflict shit that is going on. And that again could be around work because these two people are working in the field. And it is a Thames. Now, a Thames are air signs. They are notorious for procrastinating. They are notorious for needing to get all this information before they make a decision. But I get Virgo. As a Virgo, as the Earth Mother, you have made a decision that you want out of the circus. You're done with that bullshit. Right, so talking of circuses, in comes the Eight of Thames. This is communication to self. This is the binds that hold us back. You can't see those knives, but there's nothing in front of you. It's clear. But something is holding you back and you need to go within. You need to understand that going within and listening to the voice of your soul. Sorry, darlings, I'm just going to take a slurp. Sorry about that. Listening to the voice of your soul is more powerful than any other card on this deck. I don't care what anybody says. It is a powerful card. It sends a powerful message that you need to release yourself from these issues, which you've already decided to do, but it's where do I go from here? Clearly, there are choices and there are communications to be had, but you've kind of gone from this mud and mire kind of crap into a manifestation that you know that you can bring forth. You know that you can do this. But now you've found your voice, and I'm hearing that you have found your fucking voice. Where'd you go from there? Where does it take you? Where does denying the conflict of other people to come in, to penetrate your aura, deny access? You know, the little square box that comes up on your computer, deny access. I've done with it. No. You really have made this decision. Where do you go from here? The universe is helping you with this because I'm guessing you already have the answer. You just need to be a bit braver to finally cut those cords that are holding you back. Lift off that blindfold and see the wood for the trees, or see the Thames that are laid out beside either side of you for protection. So, 9 of Pentacles. This is your true self, reconnecting to your true self. I'm glad the Pentacles have come out. But the 9 is, it's a wish fulfillment. It's not quite the 10 where you've got an easy life, but there is finances there. You are able to keep a roof over your head. There's food on the table. You know, the people within the family are happy with their what it is that they've got, what it is that you can provide for them. Now, the Pentacles obviously are around your career, your finances and your home life. And I'm getting that your career has offered you the opportunity to get to this point where everything is paid, everything is done. You haven't really got an awful lot of worries. Maybe not enough for saving an immense amount of money, but enough so that if you have a rainy day, that rainy day is covered by the savings that you've got. So your outcome, my darlings, the Harvest is number 20. I like this. How many major arcanas have you got? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 on the deck. 4 major arcanas. It's going to be a bit of a shift for you in August. And don't forget, at the end of August, we're coming into your season as well. Number 20, Harvest. You've sown a lot of seeds over a lot of years. And finally, you are seeing their fruition. What's hidden from you is the 2 of Wands. There's a little bit of a quest going on where you need to leave your comfort zone in order to get an answer. Possibly around what it is that you need to do next. And I think you've taken the bull by the horns. So this questing could be more to do with the calling that you've had, where you're going to be offered... what did they say? Soul gifts and training. Where you may be offered some free training around spirituality. I don't know. But again, it's around projects, plans and people. So it may be that you are offering some training to other people. And that may be out of your comfort zone. So let's get what started the WTF, please. And I have a clarifier. What was this that was being spilt away? Oh. I'm not going to read the ones off the floor because they didn't flip over. So, the 2 of Air. In comes the conflict card. Ah, that's put a different slant on it, hasn't it? You were allowing the conflict to be poured away. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you took a chance on this. You took a chance of pouring that out and getting rid of it once and for all. You took a leap of faith around this. So that was an empty chalice. That was an empty chalice because it did cause these conflicts. And that expectation that you was going to use your chalice to bridge the gap was just, no. So you took a chance, you took that leap of faith, and you decided that to get rid of that conflict was the best thing to do. Brilliant. So, facing your fears and taking your power back for Virgo, please. These cards are so, I love them, but they're so big. I looked at them the other day. I thought, why haven't I used them recently? I don't know why. Because I bloody can't. Oh, you got another 5. And this is really transitional for you. You've now got the 5 of Pentacles come out. Now, a lot of the time, people sort of go, oh, it's the destitute card. No, no, no. I don't think it is. Because there is a 5 there. This is transitional again. So there may have been something going on around your investments, around your finances, that was kind of giving you the bit, what we call in the UK, the squeeze. And you was like, oh, I'm going to put myself out in the cold. I'm done. I'm really done. But in comes this beautiful creature of growth. It is an earth card. Look at that creature in the middle of those pentacles. She's got the 4 there of holding on to something. But she's got the 1 over here for further investments. So whatever that was, you was able to hold your own in that situation. You was able to hold your own. It wasn't quite the 9 that you're going to be getting throughout August, but you were holding your space. You was holding your own. You was actually making some growth out of it. I don't know if you pulled your belt in tight or whatever it was that you were doing, but you literally was holding your own. So your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, you've got the 9 of Wands. Illumination. Using the stars to illuminate something that you really want out of life. Trying to keep it under wraps as well. That's why she's standing in a cave and looking at the stars. It's wishing upon a star, but keeping it completely to yourself. With the 7 of Water, it's going to open up a lot of options, choices, and blessings. Where did I say that? Oh, you've got it twice. It's there. 7 of Water is 7 of Chalices. So in your manifestation, if you get this to fruition, whatever this is, this wish fulfillment is, and you get a lot of options, choices and blessings, read the small print. Read the small print. Do not go for an option that somebody's just shoved under your nose. Make sure you're looking at all the options fairly. You know, I mean, obviously those options that you really don't want to have anything to do with, you get rid of them straight away. But the other ones that are left over, look at them equally in equal measure. Look at the small print. Look at the writing. What is being offered? What's not being offered? All of that sort of stuff. Because you do need to protect yourself just a tad around that. Getting it. I told you it'd get interesting at the clarifying bit, didn't I? Horned God. What is this advocating all about? What is this protecting all about? Either of self or others for Virgo. King of Earth. You're protecting your own. You are protecting your own well-being. Whether that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, or sensual, you are protecting your own well-being. Let me tell you, male or female, the king comes in. He is a father figure or mother figure. He is a CEO or director, knows your shit, basically. This person is ready, willing, and able to invest in other people. So when we're talking about investing in other people, it doesn't necessarily mean monetary, but you invest in other people by making friends with them, having a relationship at work with people, bringing people's knowledge and wisdom on fairly and constructively. He really knows his shit when it comes to dealing with people. And Virgo, so do you. This is definitely your energy. So it's something, this finding a voice and sticking up for people. You find this so natural. You find this so easy to do. You know, it takes a big investment into the community to be able to see the benefits or the outcome of that investment. It's huge, isn't it? It's not just about money. It's about time. It's about space. It's about the kind word, all of that sort of stuff. That investment goes into everything as far as he's concerned. So you put your heart and soul into this. And I have to say that you are seen as all knowledgeable, all wisdom, that kind of thing, like as the Earth Mother. But in comes the King of Pentacles, who draws energy down from the goddess. He's got no bones about where that energy comes from. He has been it, seen it, done it. And at the end of this, he is now sitting back, looking at his kingdom with great pride, knowing that he's made those right investments. Very nice that you've actually shown up in your own reading. We've done that. Two of the Flames. That was the conflict, wasn't it? Right. So what is this conflict and where is it? Sometimes when it's a really long reading, it is absolutely exhausting. All the Hierophant. Okay. This conflict could have come from a personal relationship. The Hierophant is all about spirituality. Perhaps you felt like your spirituality was being dented a little bit, but you've transitioned through that with yet another 5, because you have moved away from that conflict. You have moved away from the bollocks and bullshit that other people were getting you involved in. And the Hierophant is just saying that it needs you to look at the spiritual side of yourself, because it's almost like you saved yourself from more bollocks and bullshit by not getting involved. And by not getting involved, you've then passed that skill and that knowledge and that wisdom onto other people. By not getting involved, they've seen that they would be left alone. You found your voice. You've come out of this bollocks and bullshit, and you've like, no, this is not how it's intended to be. This is not how it's supposed to be. Now, when I say personal to you, see, it's any aspect of your life. It could be a relationship. It could be your partnership. It could be work. Do you know, it's anything that's to do with you traditionally. And we're talking about tradition again, like we did with the High Priest. So just know the Hierophant, another number 5, is coming in and saying to you, clearly, this is transitional. Now you've walked away from this bollocks and bullshit. You are going to see a clear path through to where you need to be next. So let's do that card. Where, or is it out of your hands rather? Oh, another 5. You've got the 5 of Chalices. So the universe is absolutely certain you did the right thing by releasing that energy with the 5 of Water, because it wasn't doing you any good. And in comes the completion card of the Ten of Fire. Same as the Ten of Wands. Put down all those ones that belong to other people, because it's going to end up burning you. You're going to burn out if you don't. In comes the Queen of Fire. Your options, choices and blessings around her is she knows her shit. She knows how to manifest. She knows how to do a wish fulfillment. She knows literally that if she waves that wand, magically she's going to get what she wants. Now, this could be a friend of yours. They are going to be Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, or just somebody with a really fiery attitude. Really fiery. They are coming in to show you where you need to be next. I get that you've probably got an idea, but they are really going to encourage you to see that letting go of that chalice was the best thing you could have ever done. And then the Ten of Wands, they're still encouraging you not to pick up lame ducks, not to pick up other people's issues and problems. You can walk beside somebody and you can offer them the knowledge of your wisdom, but you cannot go through that experience for them, because otherwise they're not learning anything. How many fives have you got on this deck? Five of Fire. There definitely was and is around projects, plans and people, so possibly around work. There is definitely some sort of disgruntlement, some sort of disagreement that, oh, it's like an itch that you want to scratch and you can't. Do you know, it's like you really want to say something, but you know that if you go ahead and say it, it's just going to put the cat amongst the pigeons again. And I'm getting that may have settled. It may have settled. It may have made you feel like shit in the first place. But now it's settled. Do you go and upset the apple cart? Listen, if it's your apple cart to upset, great, brilliant. Go and do something about it. If it's not your apple cart to sort out, keep out of it, because it will drag you back into that conflict again. So, the Harvest card. Okay, yeah, I get this. So, Four of Pentacles, holding on to something for a reason. So you could be saving some money. You could be holding on to emotion because perhaps something or somebody has bled you dry recently and you are just going, oh no, no more. You're not having any more of my energy or my finances. You can all go to fuck. I'm not doing it. I'm not dealing with it. And you've closed the door on it with the Hermit. The number 9. You are just wishing for peace and quiet and you have shut the door. The keys are all up there. You couldn't give a shit because you know by the time they've gone through all of that, you would have had a rest and you might decide to open the door, but you're not going to. The door is well and truly shut. You're in hermit mode. You want time out. The big T. You want time out. And perhaps this is where this quest is coming in. What is the quest that is hidden from Virgo at the moment? Wheel of Fortune. Darn, there is something big coming in towards you. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is a 10. It's a completion of issues and problems, but it means that luck is on your side and those completions are going to be really easy to do. And then this questing that you are doing will be answered, because where there's a completion, there's a new beginning, and new cycles are coming in to show you what it is that you need to do next. So at the bottom of this deck, you've got the Messenger of Earth. Again, I get that this is your energy. This is your energy when you're dealing with other people. This is your energy when you're dealing with the powers that be. You have to come across as the king energy, you know, commanding, demanding, let's get this sorted, let's do these investments, let's not hold back on this, why are you cutting corners, all of that stuff. That's what the king does. But in comes the Messenger of Earth, and they slow things down a bit. They slow things down so that you are able to take in and absorb what it is that you're heading towards. And you are heading in the right direction, albeit slowly, but this is like, let's put the brakes on a bit. Let's move away from this commanding, demanding energy and just take a peep at what's ahead. Very nice. So let's get your angels and your ancestors. I have some knowledge, wisdom and guidance. All that came out really quick. For Virgo for August, please. Anything else for Virgo, please? Thank you. So we have got that one, followed by that one, followed by those two, followed by that. So you have broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. You know what that means. You know what that means. You know when you're in a peaceful place in yourself. You know when you're in this peaceful space because you are able to get on and do things for yourself. Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Now, when you're taking note of intuitive messages, know that the moon illuminates truths and untruths. It will illuminate a pathway forward. It will illuminate distortions. Just be aware of what your intuition, your initial gut feeling, that 3 seconds before your brain kicks into gear, what is it telling you? Is it a definite no? Or is it a maybe? Or is it a definite yes? Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Winter, take care of your needs. Do not ignore what it is that you need. Lord, take charge with authority. I've got no doubt that you do that. 8 of fire. Messages coming in thick, fast and furious. There is a decision that you need to be making. Okay. So, my darlings, that is your reading. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're okay. And I will catch you in the next reading. Bye for now.